president of the Ghana Institute of SAFRE and Safer and Environmental Professionals, immediate past president, I should say, and it's also a road safety advocate. Nana, good morning. Thank you for your time.
Good morning.
Nana, have you seen the proposed LI that has been taken to Parliament that will give some leave allowances to some people to be using sirens, etc.? Have you seen it?
Who am I speaking to?
My name is Johnny Hughes. You are live on radio on 3FM 92.7, sir.
Johnny Hughes.
Yes, sir.
Indeed, I've seen it.
And what?
Before I comment on it,
Yes, sir.
let me say this.
Yes, sir.
It's about time our politicians stop riding roughshod over niceties and our submissiveness.
Yeah?
It's about time our politicians stop riding roughshod over niceties and our submissiveness.
3FM.
Wow.
Why am I saying this?
Tell me.
Our politicians are supposed to be our representatives in Parliament, isn't it?
That's correct.
They represent their constituencies. But what did we see, or what are we seeing? We have politicians who are representing us with policemen, armed policemen, behind their backs when they are doing clinics with their constituents. Is it right, Johnny?
It is not.
Now, put that aside. They go further to say that we, the citizenry or the electorate, who they come to us, cap in hand, begging some of us to vote for them to go and represent us in Parliament. Now, they've become like the tail wagging the dog. So they want us to submit to them. They go driving 150 kilometers an hour with blazing sirens and what have you, and pushing us off the road to go to Parliament. What for? Now, before I go further, let me read the existing ally that they seek to change for the benefit of your audience.
That's right.
Or your listeners. Now, LI 2180, Regulation 74, horns and sirens. Now, I don't want to go through bore your listeners with it, but let me go to the relevant point. It says a siren or bell may be fitted as a warning appliance and used on the following classes of motor vehicles. A government vehicle used for official purposes by the head of state. By the head of state, when he's performing his duties as head of state, not as a civilian. B, a police vehicle. C, a motor vehicle used by the fire service. D, a motor vehicle used as an ambulance by a hospital or clinic. E, a motor vehicle used for other recognized government security agencies. And last but not the least, F, a bullion vehicle registered by the licensing authority. Let me repeat that one too.
Mm-hmm.
A billion vehicle registered by the licensing authority. And the emphasis is registered by the licensing authority.
Authority, right.
Now, have you heard me?
You're loud and clear, sir.
Excellent. So, what has come into the minds of our parliamentarians that are supposed to serve us, and now they want to be the tail wagging the dog? This ally should be thrown away immediately by all of the citizens of this country.
But the people who are asking for this, are the very people in parliament who will consider it. You and I will not be there.
Well, you know, there was this what do you call it? National Pension Regulatory body. Right.
That's right.
They came up with this sale of Rock City, whatever that has been going on.
State hotels, right? Mm.
Yes, the Ghana Medical Association. What do they have to do with it? But they showed their teeth, and something was done, isn't it?
That's correct.
So I say no more.
I see. You're asking for the people to come together and resist this.
Yes, absolutely. That's why I'm granting this interview. Because I find it ridiculous that members of parliament, now the politicians as we have it, now they're throwing away the democracy that I know that exists in the UK that has been there for 30 years. And parliamentarians or the system, the democracy that is being practiced in the UK or elsewhere is not that democracy that we are practicing in Ghana. It's become something else. So if it's become something else, then I would boldly say that I hold on a bit because probably it will be self-serving because I'm in the traditional rulership. So what I may say may be self-serving. So I will leave it there.
Nana,
but
but if they decide not to listen to you and go ahead with this, what would it mean for other road users?
Now, you see, for me, I've done it before, but it takes courage to do whatever. There's a minister. I would not name. He's no longer a minister on the road at Westlands. Some time back, about 3-4 years ago, I was driving and then going back home against the traffic. And in the morning, you know, Westlands, there's always heavy traffic in the morning.
That's correct.
And this minister, a cabinet minister for that matter, he was going against the traffic. And pushing everybody off the road. And I stopped in the middle of the road. I said, I'm going anywhere. Then he had the effrontery to tell his police escort to come and tell me to bagger off the road. So he came, and I looked at him. Then I rolled down my glasses, and when he saw me, he went back and told his boss. So his boss, I thought he was going to whatever. His boss also came down. And when he got to me, I rolled down and told him, Minister, Mr. Opa. And that is all I said. And he went back into the vehicle, and the traffic cleared, and he went past me.
I see. Nana, we have to officially crown you the Dean of the Stubborn Academy.
No, I don't belong. I've done my bit in the past. Mm-hmm. I'm no longer part of the young ones that are in that academy. I frown on that stubborn academy. Though
I hear you.
Probably they may be whatever, but they are not stubborn enough.
I hear you, Nana. They are not doing enough.
If they want that name to stick, then they should be stubborn and and be able to resist all this democracy, which has become something else that we don't know, and we are practicing it. And we are making it feel like it's an autocratic system. It is not autocratic. You see, I can't see why a parliamentarian will go to his constituency, conducting a clinic, and will have a armed police officer behind him. Then why is he then representing his people? If you are loved by your people, would you want to have an armed policeman behind you with AK-47 guarding you? Look at the Dutch Prime Minister who retired recently. He didn't go with armored vehicles or what have you. He rode a bicycle, a push bike, for his send-off.
Nana?
Was that not? Didn't you see that?
We saw it. It was visible.
So is that what we are practicing in Ghana here?
No, sir.
That people have hijacked this democracy? and milking it to our detriment.
92.7.
Johnny, I've not had an interview that today I'm being whatever, but usually I'm not that type. But today
I know very well. I know that this has gotten on the wrong side, and I hope this advocacy goes very far.
Well, I'm available, and I don't want it to be political. Because
Right.
a lot of people,
FM
when you talk and speak like this, they start victimizing you. They start doing all manner of things as if you are this and you are that or whatever. But I'm not like that. And if you get to know my background, you know that I do not belong to where they label me.
Nana, your track record is known. You don't have to fight it. It's okay. Nana Ano Amihere the second, President Road Safety Advocacy, Ghana. You're a champion. Have a good morning, sir.
Thank you very much, Johnny.
Pleasure, sir. Nana says I'm in feature. Do you understand what feature means?
Not at all.
They're overdoing it.